Hello, wisdom seekers. Have you ever held back from doing something you truly believed in simply because you were afraid of what others might think? Have you ever compromised your own values just to win someone else's approval? This fear, it's an invisible prison, a prison whose walls are built from the question, what will people say? And it keeps us locked away from the life we were truly meant to live. But today, I am going to give you the key to that prison. It's found in a remarkable book called The Courage to be Disliked, based on the powerful philosophy of Alfred Adler. This isn't just about feeling better, it's about becoming free. The first, most shocking idea from Adlerian psychology is this: your past does not determine your future. We are used to thinking of ourselves as products of our past. We say, I lack confidence because I was hurt as a child, or I can't succeed because I failed before. Adlerian psychology rejects this completely. It argues that we don't suffer from the shock of our experiences, the so-called trauma, but instead we make of them whatever suits our goals. Think about it. A person who refuses to leave their home isn't trapped by past anxiety. They have an unspoken goal to avoid social interaction and the possibility of getting hurt. So they use their anxiety as a justification. This is a revolutionary thought. You are not a victim of your past, but the architect of your future goals. The second principle is just as profound. All problems are interpersonal relationship problems. Let that sink in for a moment. Adler believed that feelings of inferiority, anxiety, and unhappiness only exist when we compare ourselves to others. If you were the only person on this planet, would you feel inadequate or superior? Of course not. The root of all our suffering, therefore, lies in our relationships with other people. We are constantly competing, seeking approval, and fearing judgment. But what if we could step out of that competition entirely? And this brings us to the key, the most practical and liberating lesson of this book, the separation of tasks. To free yourself from the prison of others' opinions, you must learn to distinguish your tasks from other people's tasks. Always ask yourself this one simple question: whose is this decision's final consequence? For example, it is your task to do your best work. But whether your boss appreciates you or not, that is not your task. That is theirs. It is your task to offer your child love and guidance. But whether your child listens to your advice, that is not your task. That is theirs. When you interfere in other people's tasks, when you try to make everyone like you or control how they feel, you trap yourself in a cycle of anxiety and disappointment. You are only responsible for your own tasks. That's it. And finally, the price of this freedom. When you learn to focus only on your tasks, a funny thing happens. Some people won't like you. When you live according to your own principles and not for the approval of others, it is inevitable that some will be disappointed or judge you. And this is where the title of the book gets its power. The courage to be disliked is the courage to live a free life. It's the proof that you are living according to your own values. Being disliked by some is not a failure. It is the price you pay for freedom. So, the fear of what others think truly is a prison of our own making. And the key is knowing that you cannot control their thoughts, but you have complete control over your own tasks, your own actions, and your own life. That is courage. That is freedom. I am Mr. Summarize. Until our next summary, live courageously.